call.
Dave Eggleton,
Here.
Chris Mogus,
Here.
Gary Sproul,
Here.
Jeff Myers,
Here.
Marty Selker,
Here.
Nathaniel Parker,
Here.
Bob Smith,
Here.
Tom Walter,
Here.
and Kyle Wilson.
Okay, consideration to adopt the agenda with amendments, additions, corrections, and deletions.
So moved. Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, any public comment? Okay, thanks. Presentations, Riverview Intermediate Unit 6, there's a few things here. They approved the architect proposal from Amos E. Rudolph to address the needed structural repairs to foundation walls. And they approved renewal of Knox Law as general solicitor and labor services for 26-27. And they approved appointment of a director of student services effective July 1st at the salary of $112,000. So that's,
Who they approve with that, Bobby? Do you know?
I did have it. I don't,
Okay, I'm sorry.
yeah, so it was a lady, but I don't know her name. Okay, Career Center,
We haven't had a career center meeting since our last regular meeting, but Gary did find something out this week if you wanted to.
Yeah, that we had a position open for the construction, where they like build the modular and stuff, and we do have 3 candidates, and I believe they're interviewing them this week. And then hopefully next week have one presented to us to vote on.
Next Monday is our next scheduled meeting.
Yeah.
okay, thanks. Okay, legislative representative,
Yeah, there were a few things. The House voted by 52 more votes to adopt the ban of all cell phones in school from the time bell starts to the end of the day. It goes to the Senate. The governor said he would sign it. The Senate passes it. So it was 127, something like that, to 75, something like that. One thing that our Supreme Court did pass, or approved, that school boards have the flexibility to change the agenda during the meeting if there's a majority of vote. Because there's a couple senators putting forth a bill to stop that. They don't want that flexibility. But I don't know what'll happen with that. Also, there's some things happening to give senior citizens more of a tax break with their school taxes. Also, they have a bill here in the House that would require vision testing for all new students, and expanded vision for all kindergarten kids coming in, and also that schools would have to, another bill have medicine for asthma available and staff trained to give in case of any asthma attacks. And so that's basically it. No budget yet, so we're pushing for it. I keep, when I see my representative senator saying, "Got to get your, self in gear, guys. We're not waiting to November." So.
is that it here?
That's it.
Okay, thanks. Okay, curriculum and instruction,
We don't have anything at this point.
okay. COEA representative,
That would be me tonight, Andrea Dybel, for those of you who don't know me. Both Jesse and Rhonda are unavailable tonight, so I'm hearing for them. Not much to report, obviously, since we've been out for a little bit. We did have a good end of the year and good graduation, well-attended teachers, and even some retired teachers. So, that's about it.
okay, thank you. Okay, building representative,
I was just telling Bob a minute ago when Gary was talking about this, maintenance and the custodial staff, that everybody's working real hard this summer, right, Lee? We got plenty of jobs to do, a lot of work going on in the shops upstairs in the high school, finish up a roof on the batting cage that Davey got through a grant. You know, the buildings come together pretty quick. This time of year, guys work real hard and ladies work real hard to make it start looking ready for the school year. We have given lists of things that we want done, telling Gary that, and they're working through that right now. There's quite a few things that we want to make sure get accomplished before the school year starts. But if you see something, you know, don't be afraid to let us know and we'll make sure that gets addressed.
Okay, thanks, Brian. Okay, cafeteria representative? Yes, ma'am. Okay. Administrative reports, business managers report.
Okay, I just want to talk about a couple things. First item is the budget. I want to thank all of our administration and also HR and AP for helping me out compiling all these figures. It was a very large task over the last several months. Everyone has been so helpful and very hardworking. So there's just a few changes from the last draft to this final draft. One of the most significant has been a decrease in the federal revenue funding for Title I and Title II. This has changed. We got these new allocations from our Title I representative that she received at the last conference that she attended, which was held after our last meeting. So previously we had $271,000 that was allocated for that between these two, and now it's totaling at $258,472, which was a decrease of over $12,000. So you'll see the total revenues at the bottom of page 1 have decreased a little over $12,000. The other thing that I want to talk about as far as expenditures would be on the last page. We have decreased our capital reserve transfer from $215,300 down to $208,000. So this has brought it down a little, $7,300 from last time. Also, our total expenditures have also decreased from the second draft. We were previously at $17,434,164. We're now at $17,429,361. So that's about $4,800 of a change. The other thing you'll see, our deficit has gone up about $7,400. This is largely in part due to that $12,000 cut in the federal funding for title. We did our best to also decrease our expenditures as well, and then took more out of the fund capital reserve transfer to help offset this. And then, does anybody have any questions on the budget? Okay, and the last item I want to talk about is our cafeteria operating statement for May. So as you can see from this statement that we have a profit of $3,263.91 for May, and that is a year-to-date profit from July 1st, 25 to 5/31/26, $22,425.99. The nutrition group, their year-to-date profit that they had originally budgeted for was a little over $34,000. So in comparing the cafeteria profit to their projected profit, you'll see that we're a little bit lower. This is not a loss. This is just, it came in lower than what was anticipated. Anyone have any questions on that?
Could you buy some equipment though also?
This year
Didn't
we
you
had
buy a
we
piece
bought a
of it?
Blackstone, but it was only like $300 some,
Was
and
a
we
piece
bought,
of it this year?
that was last year.
Last
And we
year.
had also purchased some cafeteria trays, but nothing of larger, but expenditures and everything were up this year as well as far as costs.
Due to food costs being up,
Right.
isn't it?
And
Right.
supply costs.
Mhm.
But, any other questions? Okay, that's all I had.
Okay, superintendent's report?
You want to go first, Jordan?
Yeah, sure. Just a couple updates at the elementary. Summer school is going really well. We have roughly 32 kids on average that attend on a daily basis. We have 4 staff over there and 2 paraprofessionals. They did a real good job of organizing the kids, using the data that we have so that when they're there, they're working on things they need to help them, and the kids are growing and doing good. to the custodial staff. We started going through some of the storage closets, trying to reorganize curriculum, find old stuff, set it aside. If you guys are around and wanna take a walk through the cafeteria, we found a bunch of stuff that's kind of outdated that we're gonna look eventually to get rid of or donate to where we need to. The biggest one though is the staffing updates that we have. We have one anticipated opening, one opening now and another anticipated, which I think you're gonna vote on tonight, but we had another resignation. So we'll have 2 openings at the elementary. With that first round, when we had 1 opening, we had 38 applicants, which is a huge increase from what it's previously been. We're excited through that. We kind of created a rubric to judge those applications with experience, with their GPA, all the things you would want to see in a good candidate. We anticipate, hopefully next week, to maybe start doing some interviews with the approval of the resignation tonight. We are going to post it again to see if we get any more applicants for the second anticipated opening. And we'd like to start our interviews next Wednesday and Thursday, try to get some of these good candidates to come in here and see what they have. We're anticipating probably interviewing about 15 people through the process and the rubrics we've created that we can bring to the board to have some interviews on the second round. Something to consider for the board will be, I know our next scheduled meeting is August 19th, so it might be something to consider if you guys want to do something in July to try to have a hiring type of meeting for these candidates, just so that we can be sure we get the best before they get picked from someone else.
Talk about the team you're gonna have with you for interviews.
What we've been doing for most of our interviews is we invite some of the staff to be a part of that first round, and they fill out a rubric as well, and they are actively part of it, asking the question. We found it very beneficial to get some teachers with some experience that come in and kind of give their opinions to help us select the best candidates. And so I guess the only thing I have left is it'll be up to you guys maybe to decide when you want to do the hiring and when you want to do the second round interviews after we come through them next week.
We'll have Christy reach out to you guys about that as that develops, so that you guys all know, but it would be a little scary to wait till August for some of these candidates that'll, the ones that rise to the top would rise to the top anywhere they interview, you know what I mean, so.
They can take another job.
That it, Jordan?
Yep, that's all I got.
John?
All right, special education. Been having a lot of meetings with our programming partners in the region, with parents, discussing programming for the fall. It's coming back to the start of the school year. And in addition to that, extended school year for special education will start on Monday. It's kind of like summer school for them. So that's what we have going on.
Good. As Andrea mentioned, we had a very nice outside graduation. That's the 4th graduation we've had that has been outside consecutively. They keep getting more refined. We try to keep the focus on kids. You see the kids talking and, their speeches and all that. But I think Davey did an excellent job with Jesse and Hope in having such a nice graduation. And obviously, God who gave us a beautiful night of weather. It was perfect. The weather was absolutely, perfect. So we couldn't hope for more than that. One big item that we had installed, this is coming from that E-rate. Remember over the last couple of years, we've been working with E-rate where we get something for, 80 cents off in the dollar. And that is involving when we buy technology hardware. So we just had a firewall was installed, a new firewall that we bought through E-rate, and that's up and running, and that's a better protection for us for our information for the school year. So we're pleased with that. They did order a new power cord. It just did not come in yet, so that will be up and running with a speaker, for the next board meeting. We'll make sure that that's it. The door project. So we had 3 companies come and look at our doors. They were walked around. We showed them what we want to replace. If you remember, I sent something out on a weekly update about looking at that secure vestibule as being part of, here at the high school, Mantrap, as being part of the project now. We're waiting. We got one set of numbers came back. and we're waiting for the other two to come back. We would like to see that be able to be completed this summer. I mean, we're getting a little into the summer now, but that's what we're hoping for. Lee got a hold of the one company today. He said the numbers will be in the next couple of days. He'll be reaching out to the other one tomorrow to make sure that those numbers come back in. That company out of Pittsburgh did provide us numbers. We asked for them to change it and give us a number on the secure vest to be able to see, what we could do there. So we're just waiting on that. So that's one thing. And then to follow up on what Jordan said about elementary summer school, high school summer school as well, we have 5 kids signed up this year. And you guys saw that a kid will pay for a class if they need it. It's for them to remediate and, get back on the level. This is about the smallest summer school that I can remember, honestly, since I've been here. And I would like to say it's because kids passed everything. I don't know if that's in fact the case, but that type of situation is dependent on the kid's motivation to come in. If a kid doesn't take it, they would double up on something. So if you didn't pass English, you would potentially take 2 Englishes, you know what I mean? So that type of thing. So that's all I have.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, number 9, approval of the minutes. A, consideration to adopt the May 20th, 26th regular meeting minutes as presented.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Financial reports, I'm gonna do A, B, C, and D all together. A is review and approval of the May 2026 treasurer's report as presented. B, review and approval of the May 2026 contingency fund report as presented. C, review and approval of the May 2026 food service operating statement as presented. And D, review and approval of the May general fund, capital projects fund, cafeteria fund, activity fund, and scholarship fund bill schedules as presented. Have a motion.
Motion to approve.
Okay, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Personnel.
Before we go any further, I don't know if we can back this up a little bit or not. But I was wondering if Mr. Weigel found out from the food people, if they sent us a letter, on their letter, we're only getting real food.
You sent something out.
I thought I shared that.
I thought you shared that in an email.
Now, you said that they agreed that they weren't doing it, but they were supposed to get you that in writing, and I'd like to see it in writing, I'd like a copy or something.
I'll have to look at when we can update
Yeah.
it, when we get my division.
I thought there was an email that came to me and I forwarded that.
Mhm.
All right, let me
We'll
look.
double check.
We'll look into that.
Well, you could have, because my constant screwing up
Yeah.
lately, so it might have.
Yeah.
Something that was supposed to be.
We'll double check.
I appreciate it.
Yep.
Okay, personnel. I'm going to do A, B, C, D, and E all together. Okay, A is consideration to award tenure to the following. And there's 2 names. B, consideration to accept resignation of Heather Ansel, elementary teacher, effective May 28, 26. C, consideration to approve up to 50 additional summer hours for office clerks to work in the records retention room at their regular rate per the contract. D, consideration to approve the transfer of 25 sick days for Nathaniel Irwin from Brookville Area School District. And E, consideration to approve the following supplemental contracts for the 2026-27 school year pending receipt of all required legal documents in junior high.
So
Have a
moved.
motion?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Ed?
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Dalton's an English teacher for us, right? And how about Alice? I'm just curious.
Special ed.
Special ed?
Yep.
Okay.
They're doing a great job. 3 years to get tenure of good evaluations. You have to evaluate but they're doing a great job. Actually, Dalton was asked by the IU to go and present at different places. He is a very good teacher, and he's doing a great job. Allie's a great teacher too, I mean, she really is. But Dalton's killing it in English, you know, so.
On C, was that in the budget already for the 50 hours?
Yep, we worked it in there. That's to bring our record retention room up that, like, we are really behind. That is not even gonna cover all of it, but it will get us a good start. And Lori has been working hard on that for us back there in the corner setting. I think all of the ladies that are down there are pleased with our progress, right, Lori, I would say? So, it's a much nicer, cleaner, safer space to be able to look for the things that we need to share with other schools.
Is that one?
We toured it.
We went around.
Yeah. So we have all the shelves now in that classroom downstairs.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, did we get a motion? Second, okay. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, new business. A, consideration to approve shared services with Clarion area for girls flag football hosted by Clarion area beginning 26-27 school year.
So moved.
Any discussion?
Yes. I don't know, I'm having an issue with this because talking, coaches reaching out, community members, that with especially our fall sports, our girls soccer program is suffering a little bit. And I just, with dropping enrollment for our district in the future, I think adding more opportunities is actually gonna hurt some of the sports we have already. And I'm having an issue with that, so, of adding more.
I just think the more opportunities for very little money is better, plus it helps you with your Title IX as far as equal number of sports between male and female.
Now, we're adding girls wrestling too, so.
Right, but you don't have a girls' football team, and if one of the other sports would fail, then at that point you would be on the wrong side of your Title IX.
We don't have a boys flag football team.
No, we have a boys' football team.
But we have girls.
What have a girls' football team?
We have
Right.
girls volleyball, we don't have boys volleyball, like,
I just think for little money, you're giving more opportunity for the kids. You know, just like we do with Brookville with swimming. It costs us very little, but the kids get an opportunity.
We had some kids do it this spring. It was a small number, and it honestly, Gary and I had this conversation. It honestly was some kids that we don't see in any other sport at all. I'm not saying that it wouldn't be huge and all of a sudden 50 kids go out, you know what I mean? But this spring they did intramurals with Clarion, and it was a small number of girls, and you know, some of them were just not, they're excited for it, but not involved in any other sport. You know, it wasn't competing. But I hear what Gary's saying. I'm not discounting that, you know.
I just think we're gonna be stretched. Our enrollments, within 5 years, the elementary will be under 300, and down the road, those kids get to high school. I mean, we're doing all these co-ops. I, talked actually this afternoon, saw a Clarion area high school player, he plays for senior league, baseball and high school, and I said, you're on the, Clarion baseball team. He said, oh yeah. And I said, about how many boys do you have out for next year? He said, we have close to 25 boys. We have boys too. So that's going to put 30-some kids in a co-op playing baseball. And I know parents have reached out that are a little concerned about their kids getting some playing time. And one boy, I guess, is already deciding that he realized he's not going to get the plays, probably going to go over to track. But I think we're just, I don't know. That's a lot of boys. If you're gonna have 30-some boys, and we're gonna need another dugout.
No, I think the plan was, when we looked at that before, was they were gonna have a JV team and a varsity team. So it gives, kind of like football does with the JV and varsity, and some of the other sports, like we're doing junior high cross country now because we have the participation. and we have junior high track because we have the participation. So it's gonna give the kids that need.
Those are good opportunity.
It's
But
good
part of the
feeder
problem
program.
is, no other school district in this county has junior high track, junior high baseball, so Union and AC's getting.
They're competing. Junior high track is competing, I see it, cause we
Yeah, but
sent,
they're going out of the county and we gotta bus that, that's an expense.
we don't have to bus this, cause it's not our busing.
You know, we gotta pay for half the uniforms.
We have to pay for the first year, half of the uniforms, and from what I understood, the flag football wears a t-shirt.
Yeah, that's true. It will be very little expense for that. And Gary is not wrong. You know, we do travel to other places, but like Gary and I talked about this, I think when the numbers for cross country are huge. So, you know, having that sport or that for kids to compete in, parents would not be happy, I would think, if we took that away, you know, the numbers are high, because, you know, it's popular. And I think we do have a good problem that our kids are going out for junior high sports. You know, that's a good problem to have, you know.
Right.
JVs this year, I know they tried to work JV games in, John, didn't they? But they didn't travel anywhere to play JV.
No, the way that worked was you'd play a varsity game, and if it was pre-arranged ahead of time, you would play a 3-inning JV game.
Yeah. But next year, it's Clarion's program.
Yep, and they're looking at having actual, you know, games, you know, we talked to Brad about that today. So they would go and play games, you know, it'd be, he said, Gary, might be Du Bois, it might be.
Yeah, they would have to play other, because no other schools in this county have junior high or that, so if our junior high boys baseball team, they're gonna have to go to Brockway, Punxsutawney, and there's a busing expense.
Well, who's the junior high baseball?
That'll be Clarion.
That'd be Clarion's too, right?
So they have the busing program, what are we?
But for softball, we have the girls softball.
Right, and we haven't got enough girls to barely play, hopefully that's gonna change.
I hope.
Because there's only 10, 11 girls on the roster this year. 12 maybe.
I think it was 12.
Was it 12? Now, I look for that program to increase because of the kids that we know coming up through.
Yeah.
There's a pretty good group of 8th and 9th graders coming up through.
Softball's gonna take off in a few years, it will.
And when we looked at baseball, one of the things they talked about, Brad's not here tonight, is he? Was that the number of Little League teams had dropped so low compared to what it used to be. Does anybody know what the number is right now?
Yeah, they have, I found out today, they have 9 Little League teams, and they play up to the age of 14, which in our Little League program here is fabulous in Clarion.
It's
Whoever
fabulous,
runs
but
it
it's
does it
dropping off
tremendous.
is the problem.
It's dropping off because they charge a really high amount compared to the other localities. If people can get their kids out of Clarion to Little League, they do it, because the expense is ridiculously high.
And so that was why, because of the dropping numbers, 4 years ago when I first came, we thought about joining softball and we didn't. And that season, we had just enough girls on the team to be on the field to count if you had that one sport. In the very first game, a young lady got hurt. And so that game didn't count, you know, as a contest. And so the way PIAA works is when you make decisions like what we did with Clarion area to join this, you get into there's a 2-year cycle they're planning ahead that we have to join into. So we just meet the deadline to hit that 2-year cycle. So when you think about numbers, you think about down the road a couple of years, you know? And so we knew that the numbers would be big at first, but that we were dropping as we went. That's the balancing act, I don't know, so.
So for the flag football team, the host is Clarion area, so they're covering all the transportation.
All the transportation?
Yeah.
We're
So I
covering
just-
50% of the uniforms.
Yeah, so I just worry
T-shirt.
about the cost of transportation, like Gary said, if they're going all the way to Punxsy. If there's
That's
only,
not our problem.
if there's only 5, 6 kids that are
It's
interested.
not our problem.
Yeah, they cover.
Just like football transportation isn't our problem. Band transportation isn't our problem.
Right, I realize that, but I'm saying, I just don't want the other sport, the costs, I realize they're paying for that, but the other sports to suffer. Our girls' soccer program, the numbers are not good. If we lose a couple of girls to flag football, our soccer program could be in trouble. I don't want our great volleyball, girls' volleyball program to be affected by losing one or two girls. This, I
Well,
want.
volleyball's in the winter.
And,
No, it's in the
no, it's
fall.
in the spring.
Or not,
Junior
in the
high's
fall.
in the winter. But softball affects volleyball, does that mean we drop softball? Or volleyball affects softball, does that mean we drop it? You wanna take options
No,
away?
volleyball's in the fall. We're talking about flag football, which will be in the fall.
Yeah,
It could, that girls' flag football could affect the numbers of girls' volleyball, cross country, or soccer.
have you talked to anybody in the soccer program that wants to leave the soccer program for flag football?
No, I haven't,
So
but
what, or,
I'm just concerned that it could.
well, I understand that, but you can't take an option away from another kid because of your favorite sport might hurt. I mean, it's up to the kid what sport they choose to participate in. Not you affecting their decision so they don't have to worry about that decision.
We had to sign up for this just to see if there was interest, and maybe, can't remember if anybody was there with me, maybe 17 girls signed up, but when it came down to it, we probably had, I wanna say 6 that played, and that's just what you see, you know, like, you get excited to see something, and then,
Right.
you know what I mean? So, and it waxes and wanes, depends on how the kids feel about the coach, or how, I mean, that's just what, for all sports.
Or if they're winning.
Or if you're winning. Yeah, I mean, winning definitely is a big one, yeah.
What connects us to it? Say we sign up for it and we find out in 3 years, for whatever reason, the whole thing's a disaster. Can we just back out of it, or?
You can, but that, remember when we did that agreement, it said we would just have to pay for the, half the uniforms to go back to them. So for this, it would be nothing. I mean, like,
Yeah.
literally, we're talking about t-shirts, you know? So I mean, if we have to pay to
I'm
get,
not saying it's gonna happen, but
No,
if
no,
we get it out,
yeah,
if it doesn't
yeah.
work, you know, in a reasonable amount of time.
yeah, we would have to pay for the t-shirts that would then say, they wouldn't say Wildcat, then they would be Clarion area. What are they, Bobcat is up there?
Wildcat.
No, but I mean, if we stopped our co-op, what would they be then?
Wildcat.
Bobcats. So then we would buy Bobcat, you know, football, or girls' flag football things for them.
This is just questions I've had, but parents have talked to me, coaches have talked, they're just a little concerned.
I mean, they
And
can.
so I'm asking these questions.
Well, I know baseball's gonna be a problem.
Yeah, you're gonna have 30-some boys next year.
There's gonna be a lot of kids that are, they're not gonna get a chance to play. Either if you're good, you're gonna be playing, if you're not gonna be.
Yeah.
Just the way it is. Okay, that's.
That made a motion to approve?
We need a
I
second.
don't think we had a second.
I'll second.
Okay, we already discussed it, so roll call vote.
You wanna do a roll call?
Yeah.
Yep. Nathaniel Parker,
Yes.
Dave Eggleton,
Yes.
Kyle Wilson,
Yes.
Marty Selker,
Yes.
Tom Walter, Gary Sproul,
Yes.
Jeff Myers,
Yes.
Bob Smith,
Yes.
Chris Mogus.
Yes.
Okay, B, consideration to approve shared service with Clarion area for girls wrestling hosted by Clarion area beginning 26-27 school year.
Make a motion to be approved.
Second.
I can make a comment there if you want me to.
Yeah, go ahead, Scott.
So the girls are already wrestling, that wanna wrestle with Clarion. They were looking to go to Red Bank because there's a girls' team there. The girls actively approached us. So the girls that are in this are already wrestling on the boys' team at Clarion. You know, so this would just make it so they're on their own team. Again, it would be half of the singlets that we would pay for that would say Wildcat on it. But a very minimal expense. The team is not large, you know what I mean?
Okay, we got a motion. Okay, roll call.
Marty Selker,
Yes.
Tom Walter,
Yes.
Nathaniel Parker,
Yes.
Gary Sproul,
Yes.
Jeff Myers,
Yes.
Bob Smith,
Yes.
Chris Mogus,
Yes.
Dave Eggleton,
Yes.
Kyle Wilson.
Yes.
Okay, C and D I'm gonna do together. Consideration to approve the formation of the Youth Council Club bylaws and activity account presented. Consideration to approve the 26-27 elementary and junior high school student handbooks as presented. Have a motion.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion?
In the handbooks, do we have the new cell phone information in there? Brian, I didn't read the handbook.
Yeah,
I think I did see it in there.
yeah, I think it's in there because that was something Davey really wanted. Christie,
In
is
the
that on?
handbook.
I think it was towards the end.
Yeah, here, she has the changes for us in here.
Yep.
Was that in the,
We had it before, I thought. We had a policy that was substantial.
all right, so it's already
But
in
we
there.
didn't enforce it, I believe, if I recall right. Isn't that how it went?
How is Davey gonna work that? No cell phones, no cell phones
Davey,
at all?
Davey wants that, so he, we talked about that, because my fear is this whole day will be chasing cell phones,
I think it was towards the end.
but he wants it. So, I mean, like, he'll
Well,
work
it
with the
becomes a
teachers.
law,
and-
we don't have a choice.
Yeah, yeah.
So is he gonna, so are they gonna give, if they have a cell phone at home, they're gonna give it to them at the beginning of the day, or are they just not gonna bring them at all?
Well, I would hope that, but you know as well as I do. If they have a cell phone, it'll be on their inside pants pockets they wore in the pants inside their pants.
Right,
You know,
I know.
most kids will be fine with it.
Yeah,
Most kids will be fine with it. Parents can't take them from kids, so
Yeah.
like us taking, but I mean, we did this pretty well in the middle school this year.
The cell phone
We
lockers.
felt like going, okay, cell phone lockers, it will always be a problem. They're addicted to it. Is it in there, Chrissy?
It just says that, and it says, instead of high school, it's the middle school guidelines will now be both middle school and high school. So
Okay.
what we did in that middle school will now be in the high school also.
I think it will be a challenge. I just do. Cell phones are hard for, it'd be like taking away a video game at night, you know what I mean? So,
okay, have a motion.
You do.
I think you had it.
Yep, you just need that all in favor.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, E, consideration to approve a contract with CSM Consulting Incorporated for E-rate compliance services July 1st, 2026 through June 30th, 2027 as presented. Have a motion.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, any discussion? Okay, roll call.
Gary Scroll,
Yes.
Jeff Myers,
Yes.
Marty Selker,
Yes.
Bob Smith,
Yes.
Chris Mogus,
Yes.
Dave Eggleton,
Yes.
Kyle Wilson,
Yes.
Tom Walter,
Yes.
Nathaniel Parker.
Yes.
Okay, F, consideration to approve the agreement with Andrew M. Klein, Special Education Consultant, at an hourly rate of $330 for the purpose of providing special education program consulting as per the contract as presented.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion?
How many hours do we have budgeted for that?
it's not on hours that we have budgeted, Dave, but we paid $4,000 in it last year.
Okay.
That's how much we paid last year. So we look at that when we're coming up with this.
Was it him we had last year?
Yes, we've had him for a couple of years. This is the guy that Carl tells us we should have with us. And this is one of those things where we spend $4,000 to save, you know, 200. I mean, that's just what it is with this legal part of special ed. We don't use them a lot, you know, but sometimes we have to.
Okay, have a motion.
Yep.
Roll call.
Bob Smith,
Yes.
Kyle Wilson,
Yes.
Chris Mogus,
Yes.
Dave Eggleton,
Yes.
Nathaniel Parker,
Yes.
Tom Walter,
Yes.
Marty Selker,
Yes.
Jeff Myers,
Yes.
Gary Scroll.
Yes.
Okay, G, consideration to approve the memorandum of the understanding between Jefferson Clarion, Head Start Incorporated, and Clarion-Limestone Area School District for the 26-27 school year.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call.
Dave Eggleton,
Yes.
Kyle Wilson,
Yes.
Bob Smith,
Yes.
Tom Walter,
Yes.
Nathaniel Parker,
Yes.
Jeff Myers,
Yes.
Marty Selker,
Yes.
Chris Mogus,
Yes.
Gary Scroll.
Yes.
Okay, H, consideration to approve the new story agreement for the 26-27 school year as presented.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion.
Did it go up from this year, Brian?
Did it go up in cost? No, but this is dependent on how many kids get placed there. So, I mean, like if somebody moved in, it would go up in cost, but
Right.
this is one of those last resort places that the
Right.
kids, they need to be there.
We're constantly evaluating who needs to be there and who doesn't. News Story works with us, the IU works with us to go in and observe our students that are there and determining if they can be in a less restrictive setting, once they've been there. So we're constantly monitoring that.
And try to bring them back to a setting that would cost half as much, you know?
Where is News Story? Okay, roll call.
Kyle Wilson,
Yes.
Bob Smith,
Yes.
Chris Mogus,
Yes.
Nathaniel Parker,
Yes.
Dave Eggleton,
Yes.
Marty Selker,
Yes.
Tom Walter,
Yes.
Gary Sproul,
Yes.
Jeff Myers.
Yes.
Okay, aye. Consideration to approve the special education service agreement with Keystone Area School District in the amount of $15,000 cost per student for 26-27 school year as presented.
So moved.
Second.
I'll make a comment there if you
Yeah,
want to.
discuss, yeah.
So, with Keystone, we're with Clarion or Red Bank when we have these agreements before, 15,000, it's about half of that, actually, it's
Less than half.
less than half of what it would cost us if we send them in the IU classroom. So that's why, we will do this with these schools. Like, we would do this with Clarion if they had a need to be in our life skills classroom, because we can offer a huge savings. And we will have a couple of kids here next year. Okay, so there's a $30,000 savings at least, right there. So it's a good deal.
What is the classroom at Keystone?
Life skills.
Life skills.
Yeah, so, school districts sometimes, when they have a large population of their own students in a classroom like the one at Keystone, that classroom used to be an IU6 classroom. And Keystone decided they had roughly 6 students in that room. And they said, you know what, it's cost effective for us to have that classroom. And so they turned it into a Keystone classroom. And so some of the students were already in that program. And so they just stayed with that program with the teacher because Keystone absorbed the teacher from the IU. So
Is this elementary or high school?
elementary,
Elementary.
yeah.
What was
We
the
had that
cost
same
with Red
situation with Red Bank too.
Same.
I'm speaking to the quality of program that it is. So it's, high quality program
Yeah, it is.
they're taking over.
And the benefit is the parents feel comfortable with the program they're in, and that matters in this situation. It really does.
Okay, roll call.
Nathaniel Parker,
Yes.
Dave Eggleton,
Yes.
Kyle Wilson,
Yes.
Marty Selker,
Yes.
Tom Walter,
Yes.
Gary Sproul,
Yes.
Jeff Myers,
Yes.
Bob Smith,
Yes.
Chris Mogus.
Yes.
Okay. J, consideration to approve the shared service agreement with Soaring Heights Pyramid Healthcare Incorporated for as needed student service during the 26-27 school year as presented.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion.
We currently don't have anybody there, and we didn't have anybody there last year. However, there are 2 situations that could occur. Number one, and this has occurred for us in the past, where a current Soaring Heights students, their family moves into our district. And so we need to have this in place ahead of that, should something like that happen again. Additionally, if we had anybody that would need their type of programming that they offer, and we would want to send somebody there, we need to have that agreement in place ahead of time. But we did not use Soaring Heights last year, we don't have anybody returning there this year. It's just simply to have the contract in place should we need to use them.
Roll call.
Marty Selker,
Yes.
Tom Walter,
Yes.
Nathaniel Parker,
Yes.
Gary Sproul,
Yes.
Jeff Myers,
Yes.
Bob Smith,
Yes.
Chris Mogus,
Yes.
Dave Eggleton,
Yes.
Kyle Wilson.
Yes.
Okay, K, consideration to approve the following 26-27 admission fees: sports season pass fees, elementary intramurals petition fee is the same as previous years. Have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, L, consideration to approve the business manager to make necessary vendor payments from June 18th, 2026 through the next regular scheduled board meeting on August 19th, 2026.
Make a motion to approve. Second.
Any discussion on it? Okay, roll call.
Gary Sproul,
Yes.
Jeff Myers,
Yes.
Marty Selker,
Yes.
Bob Smith,
Yes.
Chris Mogus,
Yes.
Dave Eggleton,
Yes.
Kyle Wilson,
Yes.
Tom Walter,
Yes.
Nathaniel Parker.
Yes.
Okay, M, consideration to approve the following 26-27 insurance renewal rates through Utica National and Encova Insurance with the Matson Insurance Agency broker as follows.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion?
Did we shop these rates?
We did not shop in the sense of having other companies come in and say, hey, here's what we'd like to do. That is a huge task in this insurance world. We do have somebody from Du Bois that's very interested in doing that, and that's on our radar for doing this fall, because it's a long process. It also obviously upsets the people you've been working with, but that doesn't, I mean, we want the best deal, we get that. No, we get that.
Every year.
We get that, but I mean, this is a task for a school that's much larger than, you know, like me wanting to change from, I don't even remember my cars, State Farm to, you know, Travelers, you know what I mean? So we do have some people interested, they believe they can save us some money, but, you know.
They
Are we locked in
recommended-
for the full year if they would come back with a quote to save us money and say in the fall?
My answer to you on that, Dave, would be, you're probably never locked in forever. You know, we probably could do something, but the process is just a long process. Like, we looked at this and we knew that it was gonna be something that, you know, would take Angela quite a while to be able to do.
And whenever we spoke with them, we asked when they would recommend us to start doing this instead in the fall.
They know we're going to do it,
Mhm.
so,
It might bring their rates down.
may. Yep. Matson's has a lot of the schools around, but, you know.
Never hurts to look.
Okay, roll call.
Bob Smith,
Yes.
Kyle Wilson,
Yes.
Chris Mogus,
Yes.
Dave Eggleton,
Yes.
Nathaniel Parker,
Yes.
Tom Walter,
Yes.
Marty Selker,
Yes.
Jeff Myers,
Yes.
Gary Sproul.
Yes.
Okay, and consideration to approve the 2026 homestead and farmstead exclusion resolution, the allocation total aggregate amount of $576,4610, same as last year. Pleasure.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor say aye. Opposed? Okay, A, consideration to approve the final budget resolution of the Clarion-Limestone Area School District for the 26-27 fiscal year, form of PDE 2028 is presented to the school board and adopt as the final budget for the Clarion-Limestone Area School District General Fund in the amount of $17,429,362 in expenditures and $17,358,752 revenue, resulting in a deficit of $70,609. 2025-26 final budget was $27,841. No increase in real estate tax millage rate.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Any discussion?
Just a quick question, because I know it's an important resolution. If I'm not mistaken, the number on the budget at the end ends in a 1. It's 17,429,361, and if I'm reading it right, maybe I got my numbers wrong, but it looks like it's 362.
Oh, that was for fractions of cents. I couldn't,
Is that,
in the PDE budget, I can't put in fractions of cents. So like I can't put in decimal points on there, but in the budget summary itself, I can, so it kind of,
I'm just saying, is it a 1 or a 2? That's all I'm
It's-
saying, is I think our resolution
this is what has to go to the school, state? It'll go to the state as this?
Whatever is on the packet itself.
What you send to the state, they make you run.
Yes, it would be rounded up already on the packet. I believe Christie has that, is that Bob will need to sign.
No, the total expenditures of 17,429,361, and the vote is 17,429,362. Them two numbers have to match.
Right.
And
So
they-
I was seeing what it is in the budget, so that number would have to be. Yes,
You're saying that's what gets voted to the state?
Yes.
That there?
yes.
I think it's just a clerical issue, obviously. I just don't.
It's
wanna-
362 in this.
Okay.
So what you sent there, you have to round, but what you have in here, you don't have to.
Right.
That's why.
It's just a little skewed, but it is the 362.
So the motion should be 362, because that's what's going to the state?
Yes.
That's what it is.
And that's what it is in here.
Yep.
But in my my summary, I have 361, sorry. Can you pass that back, please?
I appreciate all the hard work you've done there, Jim.
Thank
You've
you.
done a nice job.
Well, I have a great team, which makes it a lot
I
easier.
know you did.
It's still
Okay.
a lot.
Okay, roll call.
Kyle Wilson,
Yes.
Bob Smith,
Yes.
Chris Mogus,
Yes.
Nathaniel Parker,
Yes.
Dave Eggleton,
Yes.
Marty Selker,
Yes.
Tom Walter,
Yes.
Gary Sproul,
Yes.
Jeff Myers.
Yes.
Okay, P, I'm gonna do P, Q, R, and S all together. And P is consideration to approve the following use of facility agreements. The youth football league and all sports kickoff football. Q, consideration to approve the 25-26 annual safety review as required by the Pennsylvania Department of Education Safe Schools Division as presented to the Board of School Directors. R, consideration to approve the first reading of the following policies as presented, they're there. And S, consideration to approve the second and final reading of the following policies as presented.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Any discussion?
I'd like to thank Brian and his staff for getting these policies updated as was recommended by our solicitor, Carl Beard.
Christie does a ton of work on the, we work with PSBA, and they make it manageable, you know? But listen, we'll be doing these for 3 years. That's how long it's gonna take, that's what they said.
It's a lot of policies.
Okay, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, old business. We didn't have no executive session, but I want to, for Brian's evaluation, we have to have it done by in his contract by the 25th of June, which is next Thursday. So I'm asking everybody here to try to get his evaluation done and get Chris's heading it up. And then next Tuesday, I'm calling a special meeting. Yeah, executive session with Brian to discuss it. Or can everybody make it?
I'll be out of town.
Okay,
I have a business meeting I scheduled 2 weeks ago.
okay. All right,
Have you done your evaluation?
Next Tuesday.
Okay.
okay. All right.
I have mine in paper form now. I was gonna turn it into Chrissy so she can upload it in her file.
Did you get it already, Dave?
Huh?
Did you get it already?
Yeah, I just sit here and fill it out.
There's a question here.
Okay, good.
Yeah, if you want.
There's two, and I can get more.
It's easier to do it this way than online.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say, if anyone has trouble with it, you know,
I called Chris today.
there's paper copies if you'd rather.
I need a paper copy of Brian, so I called Brian and said, yeah, I'll get you one.
Okay, have a motion to adjourn.
So, sorry.